Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is part 2 of how to make a game that's horror of a Gorilla Tag copy. Now last episode, around a month ago, because I've been lazy for a long time, we have the player, this is little Jim Bob. You can modify him however you want, whatever animation you would have seen last video. But now I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 3 things, starting off with custom skybox. So with a custom skybox, find any material that you like. For example, I'm not being a tryhard, I'm just going to use, I don't know what material I'm going to use. But we are going to use a grey one. And honestly, if you don't like it, just do this and just put this guy. Holy fuck. Then you gotta align it so any with the middle. You can just leave it there, or you can put it in here. And then you add what you want to it. But so you don't get that annoying bug where you can't see it, you want to do main camera, set this from 500 to 20,000. And then you won't see the skybox, it's fine. It just depends if later on you want to do something that lets you see the skybox. I'll show you how to do that in part 3. But that's custom skybox sorted out. I'll just change the colour so it's red. Now next off, post-processing. This is where the game has a type of bloom, so it's brighter. So what we want to do, Window, Package Manager, Unity Registry, and type in post, and it should just show post-processing. Just install that, should take like 20 seconds. So I won't have to skip ahead. So then after this, I am going to show you guys how to make a custom map so you're not stuck with old maps, and eventually I'll show you how to make city. But for the time being, we are just going to do 3 things today. And yes, this is taking longer. Okay, there we go, 30 seconds. Now, with that, you want to go... We are going... Okay, I'm being dumb. So go to your main camera and add component, post processing layer. Set this layer to everything if you want. Then do volume. Well, you gotta do both of them anyway. Let me check something. So you don't need debug, you just need these two. When you got these, what you want to do is this. This, you want to make a new profile. That's your new profile. Unity, bloom. Go to bloom, then set this to whatever you want. For example, like, if I just... Ah, yes. Do you like my bloom? Anyway. If I do, like, a threshold... Do, like, 0. Like... 0.8 is a good one. I'll do, like, 2.85. It's just a random thing, but... it works surprisingly well. Now, ignore why my gorilla player's there. It's only there because of last video when you're doing stuff. So, I'll just put it back there. Okay. And now, you want to change the board color. Just change the screen color from this. Do this to whatever color you want. For example, purple. Yes, I know, it's a girly color. Cry about it. Just do that. Then your boards are purple. If you don't want it so it changes from that stupid color to red, just do this and then also just make it the exact same thing by just getting your screen, clicking this, find 49,255 and do this 49 and 255 like this. Then they have the same color. Make a message of the day, whatever you want. I'm not gonna set it. And yeah, that's another thing actually. But now we're gonna get to the main part: custom maps. So what you want to do is for custom map, I'm just gonna remove the whole map for testing. So when you have the map that you want to do, for example, You don't delete the whole thing. What you number one do? You disable a mesh renderer and you disable a mesh collider on the main forest. Then you can keep this if you want, but if you want to move it, you gotta go to mesh, pull, pull, and then for these two, you just do speaker and set speaker, which lets you move this. But my honest opinion, I am not gonna use it in my copy at all. But then the trees, we're gonna be just delete all the trees. Just delete all the trees. Just delete this, this, and then bridge, flap, delete here from here. This is going to get rid of a lot of stuff. Then lastly, just delete this and wall climb. I don't know what the fuck that is, but just keep it just for safety reasons because it's important. And then, now that you got that, you gotta see where the y-axis is. Okay, right there. Yeah. I recommend you keep this, but you can move it, change it however you want. It's just a bit annoying. Then you're gonna have to install Pro Builder. So go to here, Package Manager, search a Pro, and click Pro Builder. Then click Install. If your PC's slow, it may take up like 2 minutes. If your PC's fast, it should take like a minute or less. Right. But yeah, currently what we've done so far, we've shown you how to do post-processing the sky and the custom screen. So once Pro Builder is installed like that, you are going to go to Tools, Pro Builder window. This, put it wherever you want. I'm just going to put it over here. And then when you got Pro Builder, go how big do you want the map? If you want the map big, like big, like GDI horror big, just do the whole fucking thing. But I'm going to do it pretty semi-sized. Like, I'm going to do it around, like, from here. Oh yeah, if you get this issue where it attaches to the sky, just hide the sky, like that. Then I'm going to do here, like that, all the way to here. Once you have that, you're good. And then you just want to subdivide it however many times you want it. And then when you have that, now the annoying part, this isn't that annoying. Just make it however you want the map to be. I'm just gonna do it simply, so I don't struggle earlier on. If you have a map like that, the next step that you want to do is do the terrain. Which I have my own terrain generator that just does the terrain for me. But because I want this to feel randomized, instead of I am going to do this, and then I am going to select different ones, the whole thing. Try to avoid selecting the borders, but if you want to select the borders, you can. Then just move those ones up. This gives you some type of terrain for keeping the outer layers all good and flat. If you don't like it flat, then you don't have to. But once you got your type of terrain, you want to get this, and you want to select all of the outside layers. Now this is going to be annoying for you, but I have a tool that does it for me. But so you guys will have to do this, but by the time I can even get the tool into a project, I'm probably going to finish this already. So just fast forward like 30 seconds if you want to get to the next step. This, this. Okay. Now, once you've done that, you can just bring up these tiny bit and then click Control E. When you click Control E, you want to bring it up however much you want, like this. But then, if you really want to, you can do this. To get slippery walls, do this. And then do it a bit higher like that. To feel like a proper volcano. Well, not volcano, forest. Then, once you've done the volcano map, you want to get Control E again. And then you want to do this. So you have this. It's like this. This is a basic map that most people need. At least as a low standard. Then just put the material that you're going to use as a ground on everything. And then I'm just going to do this on here. This, you just want to put pit and then whatever. Like that. And then once you've done that, select everything, go to UV editor and set that to 16. Now, if anything is floating, but you don't want it to float, like that, just move whatever platform is where it is upwards a bit. It will solve issues. Just make sure it's in decently. Like that, that's perfect actually. But the issue is, we're gonna be moving this back as you want this. So it's like cut off border wise. So you want to do it around that where you barely see that as the main goal. So yeah, that is how you can do it. So now that's a bit high, so you gotta, if that happens, just fix it like this. And now, you got your map. You can enable your sky again if you want. So you got the starter map. But what you want to do with the starter map now is add stuff to it. Now, get your tree. It doesn't matter what type of tree it is, as long as it's a tree. I highly recommend you get small tree though, and you want to add a bark texture to it, like this. And then after you got on your tree, and you've placed it, because I'm not going to actually make it this big, I'm just going to shrink it a bit. I do want big trees though. The bigger the trees you make, the less you got to place. Unless you have custom schools and stuff, which we will get into another part, like that. Add a mesh collider. Then add a gorilla surface override if you really want. Now, that should be it for that. I need to check with my other projects, but this should take like 30 seconds. This is... Yeah, no. Then just place these trees wherever you want. For example, I'm just going to do this, 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 this. Then get each tree like this. And you can either reposition them a tiny bit so they look all unique, or you can just copy all of them and be skid. Well, you don't even skid, it's just, I don't want your project to look that bad. Then you can also size them, but I'm too lazy to size them. Because I'm lazy. So, 1 second. Right. That. No. That. Like that. That's good enough progress for me once you got your trees. It's a bit dark, but that's expected. It depends if you want to add lights for the areas that you have in mind. But now about your monster, find your forest map or whatever your monster is, like Little Jim Bob. Hi, Little Jim Bob. How's your day been? If you have an issue where it just does that, what I recommend you do is just go to point light. I say render to important, so it doesn't do that. Then place Little Jim Bob whatever you want. I'll place him right next to this tree right here. Little Jim Bob. There you go. And then whatever you want to do, you can add on. And that's basically it, except now you got to carve the walls. With this, get Pro Builder, use Cut Tool, and do this, 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 this. Like that, and once you've done that, delete that face. Then with exactly this too, cut, 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 delete face. Then if it looks like this, select that, select those, and just fix it by setting that to 16 again. And then lastly, put all of your thing into a single parent, name it Forest Feed 2, and put it in where forest is, like this. And then you're basically done. That is custom maps. In part 3, I'll teach you the other stuff that I said and how to do some VFX. So if you want to make cool ass effects, like for Gorilla Purgatory, for example, I'll teach you. Goodbye.